I'm watching this because let's start with this. Christian Rock goes and does a whole lie. I'm gonna do a separate post about that. But then again, I probably won't. I ain't got time for that. But her line is situation about a car, just lies. And these trolls, bots, rock tards, and all that. And then pops up World News, King World. It's the name of the channel. And I'm like, I know he would peep game with the peep game. That's how you be talking. Because he do. Has been for years, right? So I'm watching. First of all, y'all, oh my God. I got to do a separate post about that one. I probably won't, but go watch it. It's in his live. It's a little bit. What's up, Derek? It's a little bit before this. Derek, you've been around long enough. You know who I'm talking about. I know you remember Young Pharaoh. I used to call him Young Faggio. Still do. So I'm trying to eat real quick because my son coming. Um. Okay, so let me start here. I haven't watched anything about Young Pharaoh in a long time. So apparently he was in the mall at the food court and he was live streaming. And World seen him. He called the lady at the food court, one of her stores, one of the food court stores. And he said Marshall, I forgot his last name, but he said, "Oh, my cousin. He's at the food court. We left and I got his wallet. And I'm gonna bring him his wallet. Can you tell him to just stay there? But because of traffic, it's gonna take us a while. And tell him to stay there. Can you go up to him?" And she was like, "I don't see anybody." So he's watching them live. So he's like, he should be on the left of you. It's not showing up on the screen? Really? Because I'm looking at it. Are they blocking it? That's weird. Because he's not live right now. Hmm. But you can hear me? Okay. Okay, good. Thanks. So, um, Young Faggio, hold on, let me rewind it. It might not be that far away from this. Let me see. Because then I can show you it and I can tell you. Because it's not that long of a segment. Because this part right here, you're not even going to believe it when I show it to you. Hold on. I'm going to get to that part last. Um, this part right here is unbelievable. But I'm going to tell the Pharaoh part first. Is it on this same video? God, I don't want to see nothing about Krishan. I'm so disgusted by that whole Krishan situation. I went up there. Erica Badu follows her. Other celebrities. I'm like, but, they celebrities. So, they about that agenda. It's just really sad. And people like that have platforms. But, hey, you know what the cost is? If I sell my soul, then I can be all on it too. It must have been on the last video that I had on the playlist that he called a little Faggio. Must have been. Because I don't remember it. Because it was right before this came on. Yeah. Okay, well, anywho, I guess I have to tell it. Yeah, because Blueface and his baby mama, and that wasn't nothing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'll just tell it. And then I'll play this. So he called the lady. He said, "Go tell my cousin that I'm coming up there." And so young Pharaoh is at the mall. So she like, I don't see him. He like, oh, he over there to the left of you. You don't see nobody sitting there on the laptop live? She was like, Then she seen him. She was like, can you go up there and stand next to him and tell him? So she went over there, took the phone, and he was like, Marshall? And the lady was like, Marshall? You left your wallet? And you know Pharaoh's slow. Pharaoh used to be smart, but we don't know what, right? We don't know what. So now he's slow. Okay? Pharaoh like, yeah. She's like, your cousin said, or I don't know if she said cousin, but whatever the case was, like, you got to hear it. I got to find it. I'm going to share the video when I find it. She's like, he left his lap. You left your wallet. And he was like, huh? I don't have a wallet. I have a fanny pack. I had a wallet a long time ago. I'm talking about he real slow. I may have some cards in there. What's in my wallet? And he was like, Golden Beauty. And he brought up somebody else from like the controversial past. It was so funny, man. I gotta find it, yo. Because when he asked what the dude's name was, he said King World, and Pharaoh still didn't catch on. Man, they messed Pharaoh up. I gotta find that part, y'all. I could have swore it was on this video here. I could have swore. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Because I can't do it justice. I cannot do it justice. Bro, Pharaoh, oh my God. They messed him up. That's why I ain't messing with them folk, man. If they gonna mess me up, they gonna mess me up for non-participation. Okay? Not because I'm not gonna sign up with them and they gonna mess me up. Mm-mm. 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 I'm going out standing up on my terms. I'm leaving. Okay? I'm not gonna play the game, win all these little stupid ass earthly trinkets, and still get fucked, because everybody getting fucked. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody. Look at Faggy, y'all. Look at him. He look bad. Remember when he was a promising young man? Dropping all his knowledge and shit. Exposing their ass. I think he had already called him at this point.
I was just goddamn bringing content into your goddamn aura. So you know it's an aura. It's an aura, sweet.
I don't know who that is.
It was a bunch.
And this is crazy. Pharaoh look worse than the last time I seen him. Damn, Pharaoh. Damn, World News be on this shit.
You can go to the motel, but see, he lied and told Houdini.
Damn, World. It's been a minute since I seen what World was up to. This is crazy. I never thought there'd be any content on the old school niggas.
You said you want to call up. Who you gonna call? You gonna call Pharaoh? You gonna call Pharaoh? Or you telling me to drop? Oh, I dropped the link for you. Here you go. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. You come up here. Yeah, you come up here. We'd love to hear what you got to say. Because the whole time you've been following me, I didn't know that you was.
Bro, y'all look at young Pharaoh.
I see Pharaoh got a bunch of dick eaters out here. He got some dick munchers out this motherfucker. You can come up here if you've been munching on Pharaoh dick, and you can talk to me. Yeah, you tell me what you need, whatever. I don't know what the hell we supposed to be talking about.
Check this out.
Tell me about Gayro. Tell me about the
Gayro. He call him Gayro. I call him Fagio. Listen, I would say that Pharaoh went out and it's sad what happened to him, all that shit. But I'm going to keep it real with you. Pharaoh was doing shady shit from the jump. Pharaoh wanted too much attention. He wanted to shine. He wanted the fame. He wanted to expose shit. But he wanted all these props for it. He wanted the notoriety. He wanted the power. And he was scamming his people. Scamming his people. Doing people wrong. Doing women wrong. Shit like that. Using Sandra Bland name to come up off of. That's how he came up. That's how he got a push to be noticed off Sandra Bland name. Okay? His first baby mama right there by his side. So I don't feel no sorry for him. He wanted to be right in there with the rest of them. He wanted to be one of the elites. But he wanted so-called exposed shit too. How that shit go? You can't serve two masters? This nigga down bad. Nah, I'm not finna play both sides. I'm clear on where I stand. I don't fuck with none of this shit. Man, anybody from way back who knew Pharaoh, not that he was a good dude, but just the shape, the condition he was in, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it wasn't a decent, good shape. I'm just saying the control he thought he had over himself and his life. But he signed up with them early on. And I was trying to expose that shit. Because they was trying to recruit me hard. I don't say too much. Because it's F all of them. It's F all of them. They was trying to recruit me hard. The same people that Pharaoh signed up with early in his career. They was all in my shit. All in my email, all in my Google. What was that before they had Google Meet? Hangouts. Trying to get me to do hangouts with them in the back chat and shit. Trying to get me to join a team. I was trying to tell y'all that Pharaoh was working for the opposite side, playing y'all face the whole time. I was trying to tell y'all this shit years ago. And you see what they done to him. Or what he did to himself. But a lot of y'all still think he was a good guy. A lot of y'all think he was a good guy. But once this had Pharaoh troll his ass, King World troll his ass. Oh, what's up, Derek? He called him. So I can't even tell the story. I'm gonna let y'all see. So World, Pharaoh's live. World calls Pharaoh. He called a lady and he says Pharaoh's his cousin. He left his wallet. He gets on the phone with Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's so gone, he don't even recognize. The dude said, "My name is King World." And Pharaoh is acting like he gonna sit there and wait for World to bring his wallet. This shit is crazy. After he even said he don't have a wallet, he have a fanny pack. That dude's gone. Oh, this is it. This is it right here. I found it. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Okay, whoa. Right here. Let me see the beginning of it. He about to call. Man, this shit is World. You need to clip this into its own separate video. Bro, this is a classic right here, what you did to this boy.
A whole hour and 45
Now, we got to
minutes.
talk about this next. But
Goddess told me she
this
said
right
they
here.
lied. So she dropped Gay Roll's location and shit.
Hey, World, put this in a whole video by itself.
Location. I said, man, let me see if I can't tap in with this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see. Yeah, if I can, you know, if I can reach out to feel whatever. And I actually spoke with Young Favorite. The shit was wild as motherfucker, man. I spoke with Feet. Now, as far as my strategy with being able to talk to Feet,
man, fuck all these evildoers.
Because you can see that
my
he's
ass.
in the food court. He's in the
I ain't
food
rocking
court.
with none of this shit.
So I actually gave him a call, y'all. I know that this shit right here is wild, man, but you ain't gonna believe
that
this shit
hair
right
on
here.
his lip look funny. It look like it's growing out his nose, literally. It probably is. There's some eyeballs down in the corner. That phone rang a lot, but it's a business stuff, so. Surprised she answered.
Trying to call a spot now. Get in contact with Young Favorite.
Can y'all hear this? It's about to rain, throw down rain.
This mailbox is not currently accepting messages because voicemail has not yet been activated. Please try your call again later.
Keep trying, man. See that thing. Hey, oh great, somebody actually answered. Hey, if you have a quick second, I have, like, my cousin is in the food court. He just left his wallet in the car. Do you see a guy that's sitting there with a laptop? It's on the table. It should be like right there in the... Okay, great. Hold on. So you saying that you spoke to Pharaoh? So you was the person that was talking to young Pharaoh that was sitting in the food court when he was talking about $1 million and a whole bunch of other shit? Cause listen to what I tell Fee.
Hi, this is Heather. How can I help you?
Oh, thanks, Heather. Yes, my cousin, he just hopped out of the car. He should be sitting right there in the food court. If you see a guy that has a computer, like a laptop that's sitting right there, just so I can let him know, please do not leave, because we're turning around now. His name is Marshall. Do you see it?
I don't see anybody in the food court with a laptop, honey.
He's like, I'm looking at him on the live stream. I can see him. So he's sitting to the left of you. I can see your sign in the background that says Auntie Anne's. It's like to the right. So he
busted. She said, I don't see
stand where the
nobody.
sign at, and then look out. There should be somebody sitting with a laptop.
They must be required to answer the phone.
Is there somebody that looks like it has a briefcase?
Yes, that him. He has locks, right? He got dreads.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you tell him to come here?
Yeah.
Just call him Marshall. It's Marshall.
He's not going to get up from his live stream to come over there.
All right, I'll run over and let him know, because I can't hand my phone off to customers in the lobby, so I'll run over and let him know that you're on your way back.
Can you just...
And that you have his wallet.
Well, that's the situation. If you could just stay on hold and just like kind of tell him for me, because it's like I want to let him know that we're not gonna be able to just come right back because of the traffic right now.
That was good. He managed to get her
Can you get his attention for me, please? Thank you.
to call to. That was good.
Yeah. So if you saying that you talked to him, then I actually got you on the recording. I don't have your face,
that
but
was
I got
good.
you talking to young Pharaoh.
He managed to get her to stay on the
after
phone
this interaction,
and go over there to him so he could talk to him.
Yes, ma'am.
I have somebody on the phone for you that says they're coming back with your wallet.
But this the same dude that was getting Nature Boy location every time now.
Is he Marshall?
What is the name?
Marshall Marshall Daniels?
Marshall?
Daniels.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Tell him that it's King World.
King Will?
He should be like World News. But he talking about he can bring it. If you, bro, come on now, Pharaoh.
He would like to know what's it.
If you know you don't have, man, somebody posted on was it TikTok the other day that on Christmas, the couple of days before Christmas, around here in Marietta, took the dango. He left his wallet on the counter. Golly, how many times have I left my keys on the counter somewhere? That's why I sold me a little wristlet. Took the man's wallet. She caught on camera too. Ran out of there so damn fast. And they found on Facebook. She closed her Facebook down. She know the wallet ain't yours. Why you gonna tell to my he can bring it, but I don't got no wallet. Bitch, you don't got no goddamn wallet. That lets you know what type of dude he is.
Tell him it has everything from Robert Steele and Golden Beauty.
Robert Steele from the CIA.
And everything that Robert Steele gave me. The ex-CIA agent, I told that nigga, man, Robert Steele, but that nigga perked up there, Bob.
He gonna get his paranoia going.
How you doing? What's going on? I dropped the wallet.
Yes, you dropped your wallet, man.
At what point in time and where? And I'm not saying you a liar, but sure, I don't own a wallet.
You don't own it? Well, I have the information that says that you're Marshall Daniels.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna let you bring it. I'm not gonna deny it, but I don't. Maybe some years ago, if I dropped it years ago, but I haven't owned the wallet.
That nigga say probably years ago. I probably dropped it years ago and shit. So
that's hilarious.
I'm bringing it back to the mall where he's.
So you gonna sit there while somebody bring you a wallet that you know you don't have?
Okay, well, maybe I dropped it years ago. It's nigga.
That's slow talk.
And all of my debit cards and credit cards and IDs is in my fanny pack right here.
His fanny pack.
Took them out and put them in a wallet and gave them to you.
Right.
Maybe it's from years. Like, yes, you can most definitely bring them. You up here right now?
How long will you be here on the way back now?
Will you be here in the next 30 minutes?
Maybe a little longer.
What's a little longer?
Maybe about 45 minutes if possible.
I know that lady is like,
okay, that's fine. That's perfect. I'm sitting right in the food court. I got a white thermal one. I'm sitting right in the food court playing Star Wars.
Okay, bet. Okay, all right. I'll see you
playing Star Wars?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Bro.
Troll game is on a million.
You can't tell me that hair ain't coming out his nose. Bro, how did young Fagio go from what he called a mansion, what no damn mansion? How did young Fagio come from having all this income from his scamming days, right? Having people thinking he was the next thing coming at the Polite to sitting in the mall playing Star Wars. No, stop it. Just don't. No. 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 World, this is hilarious, bro. This is classic. You got to put this in a little video. Cab cut it. Remix it.
Japan. Because I don't got time for people taking me down because they're trying to because of censorship, right? Yeah, and also press charges too for official misconduct, and they owe me a whole lot of bread, but they tried to lock me up and kill me before they had to pay. So I've been locked up
pressing
like
charges?
10 times already.
Who you pressing charges on?
I've been in jail here for last. I've been in and out of jail here for the last week. I just got out of jail again like damn near 3 days ago. They ain't fingerprint me, photograph me, nothing. Just hold me in there no, just hold me in there. I'm not even actually admitted into the system, right? Like, so imagine being arrested, but I actually didn't commit a crime. But you still put me in the jail. You
Look
still
at
put
his
me
eyes
in
bucking and
I
bulging.
still had to shake the jail, but I actually was never logged in the jail.
Look at them eyes. There go that tongue.
Right. Like I said, this to me before when I was younger. That's how I knew what they was doing. But I mean, it's called losing people in the system. That's how motherfuckers get lost in the system. And that's it. That's a hit. That's a sneaky hit. But I jumped out of it.
See, they don't actually really have to do anything to Pharaoh.
Right. Yeah. Oh, New York, Grammy.
Because even
But they
though,
ass up already. Like, I worry about it. But they ass up.
Yeah, so he did a whole bunch of extra, talking and shit. Like I say, if that's Houdini in the chat and shit, Houdini was chopping it up with him. I'll play a little bit of that in a minute or whatever, because Blueface and Krishan is boring than a motherfucker. Do you hear me? Man, they boring as a motherfucker, man. You feel me? They content that dry the fuck up. So like I say, yesterday, Nature Boy ass, he was
this,
on
y'all,
Instagram yesterday too. And I caught that too.
Wurld.
Something brought you here. Something continues to bring you back here. It's not your choice. You're not choosing to come back when you go to sleep.
When I seen this,
let me tell y'all something about this network right here. Whenever that the content dry up, we just switch the game up. You feel what I'm saying? We always jiggling over here on this side.
Man.
Because see, we know that Blueface and Krishan, you feel me? They some poor content creators. They can't perform well. See, we always got some shit to talk about. I got 2 more live streams from 50, the live stream from 50 from Bigo, the Pharaoh from the other day. I got the Pharaoh when Pharaoh ass was up in the hotel.
Hold on.
Man, I got a bunch of, I told y'all, man, I got a bunch of motherfucking videos. I can premiere them motherfuckers.
He not lying. For one, it's sad that people really need and want the drama. Because it's just, I can't deal. It's annoying that people, like, you go on Facebook, Tannerism, Everybody got to be so dramatic and stuff. It's like, bro, chill. And it's like Blueface first got out, everybody was on his nutsack. Because it's Blueface and he got out of prison. Ooh. Now that he don't got everybody on his nuts, it's like, okay, now it's on you. And he don't got nothing. By himself, what is he doing? Nothing. He done had his baby mama back for the second time. What's weird to me, though? Hey, what's up, Antho? What's weird to me? I haven't really seen Wurld get into Krishan enough yet. I just seen that he was talking about Krishan, so I gotta check it out some more. So I don't know if he getting on her about Junior enough. I don't know just yet. I did hear him say that, talking about, like, watching Blue, what's her name? The baby mama, the other one, Jaden, and the children was boring to him. However, does he notice how Blue talks to and about Jaden, to and in front of them children? Because nobody don't say anything about that. It's freaking disgusting, and it's downright scary. It really is. First of all, we know that's Krishan child ain't his, but that's actually a good thing. And the fact that he is not even around the baby is actually even better. I mean, we know Ronnie would have been a superb father. He wanted to be a father. I mean, we don't know that, facts, but we know he wanted to be in his child's life. That we do know with a passion. He I think lost his life over it. But Blue is, I mean, that's a whole, it's just a separate conversation. So I'm gonna get back on subject. Wurld. I gotta get this dude his props. First of all, trolling Pharaoh, hilarious. You got to clip that, remix it, throw that shit on IG, throw that shit on, uh, what's the name? TikTok with a cap cut remix and let it go viral. I'm talking about viral because that was her. The way he responded to that was just feral. Feral. But it explains so much about feral, y'all. The thing about Pam is that, what is that? The thing about Pam. And thanks for the sub. That's what's up. Thank you. I'm watching it's a guy called King World. I don't know what side of content you come from. Um but it's a guy called King World. And he kind of comes from originally Kanika Jenkins and then uh this dude here, which is from a cult. Man, listen. Me, I'm into a slew of variety of things. And so I talk about a variety of things. And I put out a variety of things. But this is I'm talking about this in particular. Now, this stream that he did is multi-subjected. I know I just made that up. Oh, it's a show. It's a true story. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely into true crime and stuff. I want to move all that type stuff to my podcast, which I'll eventually put on YouTube, but I'm going to do it in podcast form because I'm trying to categorize all of my content. But I'm definitely going to check that out. You said the thing about Pam, for sure. I'm definitely going to check that out. He looks real thin, too. This is a guy who was a cult leader here in Georgia. He was actually from Georgia, born in New York, but based out of Georgia. He was originally a stripper, then he had a barbershop. And then he decided he wanted to be into a cult. Like he wanted, no, well, no, he originally decided he wanted to go on this nature walk, this spiritual leadership thing, go through the woods, hike packing, and he wanted to find himself and his tribe and all that type of thing. And then people started joining him, and then he became this crazy cult leader. It became a super big thing, and it went on for years and years and years. Oh, what's up, John? Thank you. And then we started following them because they became very extreme. And then you know how it goes when you're finding yourself, and the world has all kind of different ideologies and ideas about what's this, what's that, what we should and should not, what's true and what's not. Religion is, religion that. So he goes from I'm this, I'm that, you're this, you're that. And he had a lot of truths in it, but then you realize that he just watches other teachers and ministers and stuff and he repeats them. But his followings were kind of like Ted Bundy, not Ted Bundy. I want to say all of the ones who are famous, Bronson, what was the one that had them drink the Kool-Aid? He had a cult following like that. These people left everything, took all their monies, worldly possessions, brought it to him, brought in money. I mean, he had he actually is pretty much on the same scale as all these other big ones. He should be known worldwide. He really should. I have tons and tons and tons of footage from where I used to document about him. Yes, Jim Jones, thank you. Almost on a daily basis, because we could not believe the things that he was spewing and saying, and the people that were committed to him. And the thing about him that was different is that they would film and document everything. In this day of social media, film and document everything. He said he wanted to be transparent, which he really wasn't as transparent as he said. And he wanted to show everything online. And he showed way too much, and it was allowed. He got away with so much, and it was so much abuse, and it was confusion. It was from one thing to the next and the next and the next. People lost their lives. Okay, this boy got bodies on his hands, and so it became a point where we wanted him to be taken down. Actually, check out my other videos and see for yourself. I'd like to see your opinion. But thank you. Oh, because I'm not dressed. I'm not dressed. But I'll be back. Nick, you know who this is, Derek? Does he look that different? I'm not even going to say his name because I know you know who this is. Now, you've been around a long time because what I'm about to say about what you're looking at, I think you're going to be shocked because I know I am. I know I am. And I guarantee you, because I'm in a same state where he is, and I am going to be contacting and petitioning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So there is, this story here is so deep, y'all. It is so deep. But to what took him down? You don't recall him? Tell me, wait a minute. You don't recall him? I don't believe you don't recall. Nature Boy? I don't believe you don't recall Nature Boy. Three God? I know you recall Nature Boy. Come on. So what eventually took him down is one of his supposed to be so-called queens, well, girls, was jealous because she thought, yeah, Nature Boy, she wanted to eventually be queen, and she realized that he was never going to make her queen because she really was a Jezebel. Is that a nice way to say? She hopped from cult to cult to cult, and she went back and forth between his cult. Exactly, Derek. He is locked up. Imagine that. They wanted to take him down, at least so I thought. This guy, World News, showed him on Bigo. This is a recent video from World News. As of what? This is from yesterday? This is Nature Boy in prison, live streaming on Bigo and now Instagram live from prison. Remember when he was in trial and the judge, this was during COVID. Can we say that word now? Not sure. It's a lot we can't say. You know, this world sucks. I would never, I'm going to have a separate video to get my shit off. But he was going through his trial. Well, the girl got him because in Georgia, RAPE gets you life. That's one to me, that's the best thing about Georgia. It's the best thing about this state. Imagine that. It's the best thing about this state. It gets you life. And a lot of people don't understand what constitutes as that. But, no means no. No means no. And the law's the law, so don't have an opinion against me. I'm just saying the law is the law. And the law states no is no. And a woman can give consent, but she can also withdraw consent, even if you're mid-stroke. If she says, I don't want to do this anymore, can you stop? No, please stop. Stop. You have to stop. That's what no means no is. It's that deep, right? Okay. So the point is, she said eventually that he R-worded her, right? I'm not on Bigo either. And yes, the P word. It's crazy how this went down, y'all. Out of all the things he did and the many times that we've tried, he's gotten locked up, let go. when she first tried to press charges against him, it wasn't on that, and she didn't mention it. She told the cops, "We made love." I don't think he was sincere, and I kind of regretted it or whatever, and I just left. I wanted to leave, blah blah blah. Someone interviewed her online and said, "Do you think maybe it was something else? Do you think it was RAPE?" And she was like, I don't know. And so when they were interviewing her, the cops, they eventually told her this is, and this can happen. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just telling you how this went. So he, during his interview, sealed his own fate. He talks too much. He thinks highly of himself. He said he is God. He said he's Jesus. He preached this for so long. He's God. He's Jesus. So when he's doing his interview, his interrogation, he says, "No, she said no." And that convinced her. I guess he wanted people to feel like, "Oh, you did." He said, but it wasn't like, "No, no, no." It was like, "No, stop. No, don't. I don't want him." And I was like, so he told it on himself. According to the law, if she doesn't want to and you coerce her to anyway, then that is RAPE. And in Georgia, it's life without the possibility of parole. And then they allowed a trial where his victims of other abusive crimes were able to testify, and that had nothing to do with that crime. I was like, dude. And he was so mad because he's so used to being in his own world, full control. And then the judge called COVID, and they still had trials. So he wanted to do everything he could to get out of it, right? So he went live on the phone through his girls on Instagram, and he was telling everybody the judge had COVID. So he was trying to get it thrown out or get another judge, blah, blah, blah. And the judge was mad, and she was like, "I'm wearing a mask. Everybody's wearing a mask." But they were mad because he exposed to the world that she had it, because they were trying to hide that. And they were trying to have court anyway, which really she was supposed to quarantine and this, that, and the third. So there was a lot going on there. And they are trying to get him an appeal based off of these things. But at the end of the day, he will never be able to escape that charge because that charge is legit. His testimony sealed him. If he'd have never ran his mouth, the way they got her to say it, that may have been in his favor. The way the trial went was so crazy. That may have been in his favor. But him running his big mouth. Now, how are they letting someone who was a cult leader for years, who got lives on his hands, babies? I mean, I'm talking about they sacrificed babies. Babies, plural. And so on and so forth. He's in prison and he's live streaming. And shout out the world, because I would have never known. This is crazy. This is literally insane. And look at the dumb stuff he's talking about. He is insane.
If I want to. It's that fucking video. So let me
But this is World's voice that we're hearing right now.
Then I'm gonna come right back to Nature Boy and the insane shit that he was saying, because I want you to see how Fee was in that motel. He was in that motherfucker feeling himself. And see, that's what he was waiting for when he was at that spot. When he was at the Ithaca Mall, waiting until 6 o'clock so he can go to the motel. But see, he lied and told Houdini, motherfucker, and he told Houdini some more other shit. Houdini goddamn got tired of his ass. Pharaoh was talking too motherfucking much. You hear me?
Oh, wow, that's Pharaoh again. He looks crazy. That's another one that was popping back then at the same time as Nature Boy,
Hold up, you said you want to call up. Who
and
you gonna call? You gonna call Pharaoh?
he was terrible
You
too.
gonna call Pharaoh?
But he's going off
you
his
telling me to
rocker.
drop? Oh, I dropped the link for you. Here you go.
These guys had
Put it in the chat right now.
money,
You come up here.
power, but they
Yeah, you
were
come up
no
here.
good.
We'd love to hear what you got to say. Because the whole time you've been following me, I didn't know that you was fucking with Pharaoh like that. I see Pharaoh
Sacrificing
got a bunch
babies,
of dick
people,
eaters out here. He got some dick munchers out this motherfucker.
doing all
You can
kind
come
of
up here if
stuff.
you've been munching on Pharaoh dick, and you can talk to me.
Look at this guy. He
Yeah,
looks
you
so
tell me what
high.
you need, you know, whatever. I don't know what the hell we supposed to be talking about, but yeah, you come up here. Tell me about Gabriel. Tell me about the drugs that he was on. What he smelled like? Was his breath stinking?
I haven't seen this guy here in a long time either. Pharaoh.
Play for the video and shit, but yeah,
Wow,
you
he looks
dropping all the comments and
terrible.
shit. You ain't gonna come over here like you defending Pharaoh, unless you broke his head like Pharaoh too. So you must be out there walking around too, because you sat your ass over there for an hour and talked to Pharaoh. I got all that shit recorded. You sit there and talked about a bunch of dumb shit for a fucking hour. It was a bunch of dumb ass shit that he was talking about. And you knew that motherfucker was sitting over there lying too. Talking about all the shit he was gonna do with connections, this and that. Nigga, bring your ass up here.
This guy scammed so many people.
Yeah, I wanna hear this shit right here. And you putting shit in the comments like, oh, call nigga, I can call your ass right now, nigga, if I wanted to. Nigga, you ain't gotta tell me your phone. I can call your ass right now, nigga. The fuck? You know, so come on up here and tell us all about Pharaoh.
That's crazy. So the dude is a fan of Pharaoh, so he over there talking junk about to World.
In the food court. Oh shit. You was glazing Pharaoh in the food court.
Oh, that's him?
Nah, I won't do none of that. You went? So you the dude that was talking to him? Nah, I wasn't even talking to the nigga, man. I was just goddamn bringing content into your goddamn aura.
Oh.
See, you know it's an aura. It's an aura. So you got. Nah,
what?
Man, you talking crazy.
What?
You ain't talking about that. You ain't bringing nothing to my channel, man. You been watching this channel for 6 years, man. You already know how I get down, man.
Aura.
You can't get up here like this American bandstand and shit, nigga.
Yeah, what is he talking about? Oh, Aura.
And say, oh, nah, man, I was doing this. Nigga, they ain't got nothing about no aura or no shit like that. Nigga, my aura dope as fuck.
He made that up on the spot.
You ever meet me before? When I leave, nigga, you'll still be like, damn, man, damn, yo, man, where a motherfucking at? You'll be saying all kind of motherfucking shit about me, man. You'll be like, damn. Well,
the one with the white Henley on? I think he is.
Line. You was in that line. So if that was your ass and you
Bro.
was talking to motherfucking Pharaoh, if you was talking to Pharaoh,
the one you asked, is he high? Oh my God.
How you gonna tell me you was talking to him and then you gonna say there?
You have no idea.
Then you gonna say that it.
Listen, that dude's story is crazy too. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, he had a lot of people's attention and influence and stuff too. And he was real young. He's still young, but I'm talking about when he had all this stuff, he was young. I'm talking about 18, 19. You know, but he was scamming though. He was scamming everybody. And he one day he took some shrooms. Now the details about that is sketchy. But he claimed that the girl that he had over his house gave it to him without his knowledge. What kind of shrooms they were, I don't know. But he went on a trip and he just never came back. But he been doing everything under the sun since then. And he been tripping. But, you know, he signed contracts early on when he first started his little journey that has awarded him a lot of special protections. I'll say that. Because the things that these guys get away with that we see them do online, just like Krishan, is insane. Pharaoh literally went to his baby's mama house. That's the guy with the Henley, the white Henley's on name, Pharaoh. Well, his online name. His real name is Marshall Daniels. He went to his baby mama house, shot up her house through the garage with the children in it. Nothing happened to him. Bragged
Just
about
for
it
that, he
online
basically
too.
was saying
Threatened to
that,
kill her
you know, you
online
saying that
multiple
stuff in my
times.
comments for like content or whatever.
Threatened to kill his
Man, I ain't
lawyer,
struggling for no
other
content.
people. Nothing
It
happened.
would make a fucking Krishan or Blueface or any one of these motherfuckers ain't go like, nigga, I can sit on this motherfucker and talk for 3-4 hours straight. About a whole bunch of shit. Drop knowledge, joke, laugh, all kind of shit, man. Don't nobody need to think for no content. This video titled about Krishan. Krishan alive.
Yeah, when you got a following, you can do that. It's a blessing to have a following. So, King World has also been following these people and reporting on them and getting in their tail for years. So he has been doing these updates on them that I'm just seeing, and I'm like, I kind of almost forgot about their ass. So this is the dude. He shot, man. He went left real bad because he was trying to uphold this persona that wasn't really him. He was trying to act like he was this public servant of the people. Like he just wanted to uplift his black people. Stay away from the white man because the white man is bad and the white man is dirty. And you know, we gotta up power to the people. Send me your money and I'ma save you, you know. But then when he got them shrooms, I love white people, you know. Oh, the white man ice is colder. See, I'm living in these white neighborhoods. I don't mess with y'all black people. So he started telling how he really felt. Either way it go, this is him now. And look, he got that tattoo over his eye. Man, look, he looks. This is him. This is him. If you look him up and you see him years ago, he wasn't nothing like this. He wasn't. You'll see two different people. He is a zombie.
This the shit that they was over there waiting on. Oh shit, Pharaoh back. Oh, he's gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna do that. Man, this nigga was sitting up there in the room showing people his Star Wars game and shit, man. Showing people
They do that every
his
time they see
briefcase
him online.
with his motherfucking
They do that to
PlayStation,
Krishan. They do that to everybody. They do that to everybody. It's not only over what 7 billion people on this planet, it's also bots and you know fake accounts and stuff. So you just never know what people are on about.
Say he got his motherfucking toy collection with him and shit. Man, Pharaoh done the fuck out, man. That nigga done the fuck out on this bitch, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, he stayed over here, man, talking and then carrying on, trying to trick them women up out their money and then carrying on. I'm like, man, the women ain't going for that shit. Mm-hmm. Man, they ain't trying to hit that right there, dog. Nah, they ain't trying to hear that shit, man. He was in there in the comments.
Why would they be interested in him? He's a shell of his former self.
Telling women and shit, oh yeah, you fine, and you know some more other shit or whatever. And see, and I see you in the comments. You said that I cut you off.
He Derek. He is though.
I cut you off because you talk too soon.
He been one a long time ago, and he is. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I just wanted to show y'all these updates because I'm like, what? So y'all can go over to King Worlds if you want to see more. And it's sad, but you know, I'm sure gonna be contacting. I don't know who I'm supposed to contact, but I'll find out and start a petition because Nature Boy don't need to be online trying to teach, lead, mislead, or nobody. When he was in trial and he went online, they would tell him, they ordered him to stay offline, that he couldn't go live and all that. That should have been part of his sentencing. I seriously doubt he's doing any martial arts or any of that stuff. Look at him. Pharaoh been out the game a long time ago. He been completely out of all of that. He is an official zombie at this point. Well, I guess not completely, because he's still trying to scam people into thinking that he's worth his salt and something. Um, he, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. But the video that he showed prior to this one, he didn't look as high as he looks now. So I think he's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out to some degree. And so he's still on his scamming, but he's scamming. Him and Nature Boy was just in competition. I said that years ago. They just was in competition to, some degree. And both of them was trying to present that they were righteous. Nature Boy was just more honest about the fact that they pretty much were the same. Just, kind of different in how they were moving about things. And they even took each other's, I forgot who said they stole from who or whatever. Either he had said Nature Boy stole his original thing, or Nature Boy said he stole his original thing, or whatever happened. Check out GTG. Oh, yeah, the thing about Pam. I am not going to forget to do that. I might have seen it too. I just forgot about it. I've seen so much stuff. But this dude looks, I don't know, World is beefing with people in the chat. And it's like, I get it, because, I get more trolls than I get supporters. I wish I had more supporters. It would encourage me more, because the trolls be annoying. It's like, why so many of y'all? I mean, I get where you come, why you're coming. But it's just the world is oversaturated with wanting to absorb all of this negativity. It's absolutely ridiculous. I get true crime and stuff like that because people are always going to be curious about the nature of humans and why they do what they do, but the reality drama is what I don't like. The reality drama, the skits, the fake stuff, the intentional negative content that people put out. Thank you. I'm supposed to do one later. And I'm pretty sure I still will, because I know my son is not going to be here too long. He's just passing through on his way, traveling. So I wasn't expecting that. So I'm gonna it's putting a change in how my schedule is going, or I would have, my day would have been totally different, and I would have been live on something else by now. But today is the day that I would have been streaming. So I had some things that I want. So I might as well go ahead and tell y'all what I'm planning for today. So announcements, because for one, I've been working on beats, y'all. Because when you put music on stuff, you getting it from somewhere. And when people make music, it's gonna be copywritten at some point. And then years down the line, once they start copywriting it, if it's not initially, even when they say it's royalty free, eventually they're gonna start making money on that music. Even if you get it, like, say YouTube provides you with free content, even when they say free, royalty free, blah blah blah, because I've been making content for many years. Eventually they come and they start getting a cut of your videos or whatnot, because now they have copywritten their music. So I decided, that's okay. Let me learn how to make some tracks, make some beats and all that. And I'm like, okay, this sounds kind of cute. I like this. It's kind of fun. So I started learning how to do different stuff like GarageBand and things like that. So I've been having fun with it. So I started me a little channel, whatever. So I wanted to play around with that on live. And then on TikTok, if you're live, you can play any music. The whole live. You can't do that on YouTube, but well, you probably can if it's yours, if it's not copyrighted. So let me retract that. But on TikTok you can. So um then I'm gonna go live because I gotta fix my scooter, y'all. And it's also part of a review on the scooter. I got it from the TikTok shop. I did a review. I went live last night on TikTok. I did a review on a watch that's supposed to be like the Apple Watch that I got from TikTok shop. Oh gosh. I downloaded it. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Y'all can see. That's one reason why I don't even be drenched in products because I tell them I'm not, first of all, I'm not buying your shit. If you're not sending it to me, then oh well, because a lot of these companies now, things have changed so much. They want you to promote it and you haven't even seen it, except for online. I'm like, I don't even know that that product exists, first of all. Secondly, I don't know what it look like, what it feel like, nothing. But you want me to try to tell everybody to buy it? Heck no. If you can't send it to me to try it out, but you want me to make you even more rich by telling everybody they should buy it because they believe I'm telling the truth that it's worth them spending their money on? Yeah, you got the wrong one. Try somebody else. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, but people push that all day. So, um, I did a review on this one watch because everybody pushing their watch right now, and it's not the move in so many ways. And I got a part 2 to that coming up that I think is the most important part. So I gotta finish that off, but I'm not gonna put that part on TikTok. I'm just gonna do it on YouTube, and I'm probably gonna do that on members only. I'll probably put it on first level, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Um, cause cause it's dangerous. So I'm just gonna put it like that. So anywho, yes, electric scooter. So with the scooter, the thing is, it's part of me fixing it on live. It's part of my review because, to be honest, the thing is pretty expensive. Well, it's what I consider expensive, and it was like 3 months because the warranty don't surprisingly last that long. And okay, there's a word. I'm gonna look it up so I can have it ready when I go live, so I can explain this to y'all. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know this anyway. But there is a technical word for it too. There's 2 guys I saw one day. They were doing a live stream about it because I watch the stuff that I be talking about on here, y'all. That is not kind of shit I be watching. Um, but there's these 2 guys. They did a show about this. I wish I could find that video, but there is a word. I did. I got a GoPro and everything, a helmet, all that. I got video. I posted that, I think, on my TikTok, but it's been down for so long. So I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna tell you the story real quick, and so after that, I'm gonna go, and then I gotta get ready for my son, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna go live. Like I'm gonna be live on here and on TikTok when I fix the thing, And then I'm probably gonna switch over to TikTok because I gotta review some other stuff too. I gotta review my system. I gotta get my system set up. But I'm not gonna get too deep into that right now. I'll tell y'all all what that stuff is. So you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. I think it'll be cool. Y'all will like it because I'm gonna get more into the content and forget all these other people and all that shit because I'm so freaking over it. I'm so freaking over it. It's so annoying because this is the shit they want. They want you to, but I'm not with it. But anywho, but there's a word for it. I have to look it up because I can't remember what it is. But I can't remember the year, but technology changed. Um, I don't think I took it down. No, I don't think so. But I know I did. I made a video. And the camera, everything was crisp. It was nice. And so I was gonna do more content like that. But then the scooter stopped working. And so let me tell you, there's a terminology for this. They have it to where there was a year where consumers, not consumers, but I have to look it up. Brands came up with a term for where they now produce products to where if it's not up there, I'm gonna try to find it and repost it because the camera is so freaking clear. And actually, I'm going to redo. I don't think I did a review on the camera. I'm gonna do a review on the camera because that camera is boss. I like the camera. It came with so many attachments and everything. That's part of what I'm gonna be doing over the next week. I got reviews that I gotta do, y'all. So I got products in the corner waiting that I gotta really review and try out. So but it's like it's a GoPro, but it's not a brand GoPro. So it's, I want to say, more than half the price. I have to recheck, but you'll definitely know when I do the video. And it is really, 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 really good. Really good. It's probably the top recommended next to a GoPro. It's really cool. But then the brands now is standard. They make stuff to where it has a certain, they can literally control when it'll stop working and what parts will stop working. So just like, you have your, like, say, TVs, and the picture tube will last forever and ever. And then you start getting then where, oh, now you got to get your picture tube replaced in your flat screen and all that kind of stuff. And then it just started trickling down. There's a cycle and a pattern that begin to come about. And so now it's just standard that right before your warranty expires or right after your warranty expires, then it'll go out. And then if you have, yeah, and if you have a extended warranty, then the warranty be set up a certain way, or they'll just replace it because they know it ain't shit. Or like Derek said, stop it from working. They have little mechanisms in it that can stop it from working. They have chips. See, all of this stuff that I be saying don't help me. It actually hurts me. Cause they have, like I'm getting ready to say, chips and monitoring systems in everything. And they can actually, control a lot of things that you don't think that they can control. And they can, like Erica Badu say, flip the switch on your ass. They can flip the switch on a lot of things. They can decide to make something not work suddenly. they can decide to um, there was a time I was gonna come on here and do a whole presentation about this, and I know I still got the presentation in my cloud. Um, that there's company, and it'd be right in front of y'all faces. A lot of people who are in marketing and shit like that, they know all this stuff. There are companies, so many companies that provide services where these third party services be on all the agreements that you sign, and they tag along with everything, and everything's an app now and all this other stuff. So when you download stuff, when you buy stuff, and they are attached when you click on a website, it doesn't matter what form. When you buy a light bulb, it just doesn't even matter. In some form or another, they're like a doggone parasite. And so they have the ability to monitor you, right? And so they can affect you. They can affect you in several different ways. They can see where you're going, what you're doing, what you're talking about, what your intentions are. They can see your pupils. They can see your even now with the your health information is online. You wear the watch apps and all that. They know every John Brown thing about you, right? And so they can affect your next mood. They can affect your next move. Yep. So when we start getting internet and advertising start going from newspapers to internet, then it became a different game. And the idea has always been to control you. So even if, like, say for instance, say you just wasn't a Trump supporter, and so you want to put things about Trump online, and he says, or he doesn't even have to be him, say there's a team that is responsible for that, and they say that person has a little bit of a following, or I just don't like the fact we don't want nobody out here, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be, and they have 5,000 different ways they can attack you. They have 5,000 different ways they can affect you. And we buy into all of it. Most of the time because that is our only option. But a lot of times because we're choosing to. But we are affected. And that's what they have. And the part of that is what I was talking about in the live that I did about this particular watch. And that is just an example of what it is with a lot of things. I'm going to share a documentary with my subscribers. Well, actually everybody. I'm just going to share it on my community tab. I can't remember the name of it, but it's from this channel that I love so much, and he just does like a lot of intellectual deep dives with people. And it's a guy that used to work for, I think, Google, and he just talked about so many different ways that Google Nest, light bulbs, these chips and all that, how they look into you, how they monitor you. And I know that what I'm saying sounds so surfacey, but it's really a lot deeper. It's a lot deeper. THX, let me get a screenshot. Because a lot of times I can come back to my chat and stuff be gone. Let me go back and get a screenshot of that other one too. Then I email them and they be like, oh, they are like they don't understand. Ain't nobody got all that time in the world to be sitting up there playing with them. THX 1138, where they monitor everyone 24/7. I mean, they're doing that now. Yeah, even with the LED lights, the blue lights. I mean, there's so many ways that they're getting us, y'all. So many freaking ways. So many ways that they're affecting us. And anything that connects to the internet can be monitored. That's true. And what do we have at this point that isn't connected in some way or shape or form? It's us almost. I mean, I'm looking at my vacuum cleaner right now that I'm about to use. It's not, but I'm pretty sure there's some out there that are. It's like I'm looking around trying to see. Okay, this sewing machine isn't, but I got another one over there that's computerized, and I was hesitant to get that one. It's so many things. Even when I found out about the gazillion ways a day that we are tracked, and how the companies give access and access and access and access. And one of the first things Trump did when he got in office the first time was to remove the policies that said that the internet companies couldn't sell personal information, and people were let that slide. I was like, that is so weird. That opened a floodgate right there. It's just so weird. And now we have these companies. There's one, I went to their YouTube page, and it's a plethora of information, and it's just everywhere. um like in school, and we're doing the Adobe suite, and it's like they're in Adobe, they're in everything, and they monitor you through all your apps, through everybody. I looked through how many people that even just on average that I'm associated with, that these companies are hired. Like if you go to your Safari browser and you see the sites that are contacted through your apps, or through a website that you clicked on because you went there on business, you went there for because you needed to, you wanted to. Even if they blocked it, or the ones that got through, and then you look at what they had access to, and you looked at who they sent information to. And there are little companies that, they hire as a standard that this is what they do. And they go through your cameras, and they monitor. They look you in the eye and they monitor you. But it's not even just looking at your eyes. They tell you on their website, they have different packages that the companies can buy. They tell you on their YouTube, they have videos and stuff that really break it down, the different ways that they can serve the customer, which would be the corporations, better, to target the customer, which would be to control us, to control your mood and control your next move. The refrigerator thing to me is just absolutely insane. And that I think that there's so many different reasons why people subscribe to those things. You watch movies and it's like, oh, it's so cool. I would love to live that life. You watch reality shows. You watch, people, and you live in cities, like you be out and about, hanging out, like say a city like Atlanta or something, and you just think you gotta upgrade, and that's just what's going on, and you go over people's house and they got it. I just think it's so many different reasons why people start to think that they gotta have these things, and and I see how I've upgraded in some areas. This projector, for example. Um, I can see the benefits, but is it an excuse at the end of the day? To some degree it is. But it's some things that you gotta be able to say to yourself, now that is ridiculous. Because when you look at the consequences of it all, it's insane. Because I look at out here, one day, I just was like, they took all the outside lighting and they're blue LED lights. I've never seen that anywhere outside the neighborhood. And I'm like, what made them do that? So I asked them at the office, like, why did y'all make that decision? This is different. And I didn't really think anything much of it at the time. This was a few years ago. It kind of bothered me at first real bad. I didn't know why though. And I didn't look it up. But it bothered me. I'm like, why would they do that? Why didn't you just replace them with regular lights? Maybe this was less expensive. That had to be. And so the office people either didn't know or act like they didn't know. And they said, well, yeah, it's just less expensive or what have you. Then I started finding out about, I guess, with school and getting migraines. And then the screen, the lights, the glasses. And then I started getting the glasses, and then I'm starting to learn about the lights. And then I'm starting to learn, hey, it's your phone, it's your TV screen, it's your LED lights, and they do. I saw that online, but I didn't know I didn't know it was in North Carolina. But I saw that they were starting to put them in street lights. But it was, people were saying it like they were targeting the regular public, and they are, because they know that these LED lights, what they do to you. Look it up, because for one, it's damaging to your eyes. But without me having the information in front of you, I can't give you a rundown of all of the bad things, because I just came across all of that information the other day. And so at night now, which is one of the best times I like to go out lately, which is weird. um, because I would be both a day and a nighttime person, but I don't know. I just don't like it here. I don't like it on this earth at all anymore. I ain't gonna lie. And I know part of that, actually all of that, is because of everything that's been done. Everything that's being done every single day. It really puts a damper on you. And when you're of a certain state, when you're a certain being, it's not easy to ignore. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't get that. Somebody told me just last night, they said, you're worth it. You're enough and all that. Because I said, I don't like it here. And I said, what you mean? Yes, I'm worth it. I'm worth better. And yes, I deserve more. This world is trash, bro. It is chaos. It is evil. And it's everywhere. It's everything. Bro, they are literally attacking us from every angle. every angle, and every word that you utter is being dissected and used against you, and yet more attacks and more attacks. You don't stand a chance unless you're willing to act like you're okay with things, or you're willing to participate. And I'm not built that way. I'm just not built that way. Even if you try to just be quiet and just be you and be in your own, it's too much. It's too much. They are trying to turn us into something that is not human. We are not even consuming what it takes to make us, keep us human. What human beings need certain things, and it's to the point where we're running out of resources to even get those things by way of growing them ourselves and creating them ourselves. They attack us from everywhere. Like we just said, the lights, the clouds, they spray you from the air. They mess with the weather. They mess with the water. There's things that I don't want to say the word cannot, but that is the word. Transmusionism, that's what they want, to be part machine. Okay, I'm going to look up that word, so let me screenshot that. I think I've seen that word before, but I'm not sure that I understand it. I probably do, but transhumanism. Oh, what's up, Kathy? I'm kind of off topic of the title at this point. Sorry. Man, Young Pharaoh, I have my opinions, but they just my opinions, and they probably going to vary from what a lot of other people might say and think and feel. I don't feel sympathy for him. Not as much as probably other people do. I just do to a degree. And I don't know everything about his story, But I say I don't feel sympathy for him because Young Pharaoh was up to no good from the beginning, His intentions weren't real. His intentions weren't pure. Young Pharaoh was trying to get over, putting your consciousness into a machine. Yeah, it's like they're not, I don't know what they are, Derek. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they are trying to do something that I'm not sure of, but it's evil. And they using us to do it. And I'm not here to be used, bro. I'm not. I opt out of this shit. And people think that that's foul, man. You got a right to opt out of this. What you gonna do? Stick around for it? It's like nobody is gonna fight this. And then if you, how are you going to? A lot of us watched Pharaoh for a while. Whether you were an avid follower or he really was a part of, you couldn't really avoid him. He's a part of what was considered our community, conscious community, whatever. Because, it's been some years. And, we had our stages. And, we had a lot of hope for our people. I'm laughing because it's sad. Some people still got hope for our people, and that's good. That's good. Hey, y'all, it's sunny outside, bro. I'm in Atlanta. What's y'all weather right now? Because it's looking 60s outside. It's sunny outside. I'm good. I'm going outside. I'm going to get some sun. I don't know what kind of sun that is. I don't know if it's real sun, fake sun. At this point, I don't even know. Okay, let me ask y'all a couple of questions. Since I got a couple of people, we might be able to just real quick. And I'm gonna be on some last minute stuff. I'm always on some. anytime I get to go somewhere, I'm be on some last minute. But you know, it's a chance to talk about something that makes sense. Um, do y'all think? I don't know how to work. Okay, I don't want to ask a far fetched question. It's raining. No, it looked like it was gonna rain here. That's what I was thinking. Now it's like the clouds are clear. The sun is out. I don't know what's going on. It's windy as all get out. But you know, Georgia be up and down and all around. That's where my son headed to, back to North Kakalaki from Louisiana. So, well, is there any hope for the people? I don't think there's no hope for the people. I ain't gonna lie. That's just where I'm at. It's not to be negative. It's just stating what my intellectual, can't you say the word, intellectually think as just thinker. I don't think there's any hope for the people, whoever the people may be. I think we're doomed. I don't think that. I think that we're in a stage where people are talking. Just because. I think a lot of people are in shock. And I think people are overwhelmed. I think a part of me still is kind of like, why aren't people trying to round up people to do something? Even though realistically I know that they have this fear and control over people. But to me, it still doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I don't see how you can pay a bill, go to work, eat this, eat that on a consistent daily basis, and know when you come home and wake up, this is it for you. This is your daily routine. And then you continue to, with the social, like with the access to knowledge that we have. And anytime you log on to something, unless you purposefully avoid it, because a lot of people be like, I don't be on social media, I don't be on social media. People do try to avoid information as much as they can. And they just remain in this state. And I think that a lot of those people are either drugged up under some influence, or they are under whatever these different substances that these people are putting on us, right? But most people know a lot of the things that are being done to us. They know that nothing good is meant for us, and it's only going to get worse. And to me, the thought that people are not doing anything. But Derek, that's the craziest shit in the world to me. We don't even have to read no more. Barely even have to research, because it just be right there. I can't even hardly be on TikTok anymore, because that shit be having me so. I'd be ready to leave Earth. And maybe that's the way my timeline go. I can clear the algorithm out and it still just comes back and floods. And maybe that's because of my overall content. But it could be something about what's for me. You see what I'm saying? Because if that's the intent on what they want to show me, then that's what it is. Because they don't give you, they don't, you can look up something, I can look up something on Google, and they're going to control the results either way. And they watch you, they definitely control what people see and get all the time. But so many people see and know what is being done to us, and I just don't understand. It is our forefathers, before our own people was allowed to get involved, or even how the Constitution was made, how the United States was formed. Our people fought for them damn selves. Our forepeople would have never allowed this shit. This is not how this was set up. I just don't understand. For the life of me, I will die not understanding this. I'm sorry, y'all. I will never. I don't care how much they poison us. I don't care how much propaganda. I don't care how much social media. I don't care how much people like a politician or president or a person or anything. He says they're scared and weak as well. Docile. It's from all the food and technology. It's not easy for most to get out of their comfort zone. Okay, I get that. And that used to work for me for a long time, but it just don't work no more, because to some degree, that's all we have access to. There's nothing untouched. Hell, the organic food is not even really that anymore. They leave no stone unturned at this point. They touch us at every point. They force you to upgrade your technology. When you step outside, they lacing you. They gonna get to your, whatever you chose to avoid that poison, they're gonna get to that. They're gonna get you at some point. We're all tainted by them. We're not free thinkers anymore. But it's still plenty of us that are still deep down inside humans. The addicted. Okay, so I just don't. My thing is, we've been innately us way longer than we've been any of this crap. Way longer. When they didn't get them dang on, when they didn't get the Constitution right, they fought. How many years? They fought. That's how we got the amendments. The North and the South didn't agree. They fought. When the people in power did not do right, when the presidents didn't do right, they replaced them. When the local representatives didn't do right, they replaced them. Politicians were concerned about being replaced. They knew they worked for the people. Now, everybody just allows people to do whatever they want to do. And they just act like they believe Now, I get that there's a lot of tactics. I get that. Online has given them a great, because I've been trying to tell people these things were coming years ago. I get it. Bots, chat bots, you got people, there's manipulations left and right to make people really believe this, really believe that. I get it. There's a lot going on. You said Tally Hall. Let me screenshot that, because I'll come back to my chat and all this will be gone. You know what? When you say that, let me say, I'm gonna plug this up, because I'm about to lose my power. When you say we need better this, better that, that's a tough one, because what happens is people go in with good intentions. Then once you get inside, you find out. And I've been, ooh, I've been there. I think we all have. We just let them do what they want. That's, oh my God, perfectly said. Perfectly said. Government overall. That's why when people have these arguments about, we should have had, what was the lady that was running against Trump? See, if people would have voted for her instead of him, and it's like, are y'all still thinking that one would have been better than the other and all that kind of stuff? It's not the system itself. It doesn't matter who, in my opinion. I mean, I think I'm right. I'm not gonna say I know everything, but, and that's exactly what I'm saying, Derek. Once you get in, it's just like becoming a celebrity. People think they want to be rich and famous and, oh, I'm going to be this big football star. And then you get in the game and you find out there's a lot that goes with that if you want to keep this status. You know, there's a lot that goes with that if you want to stay on top. This is what you got to do. And you have no other choice. So I'm going to be a good cop. We got one kind of blue around here. And I don't nobody just come off offended. I'm just using it as an example. Exactly. You have to play along with what's going on or they treat you like crap. And I'm going to be honest, that goes on in any field, in any level. I went through the shit at Advance Auto. Okay? We're talking fucking Advance Auto. That's just an example, lower level example. Yeah. So then when I go back to this comment where he says, that is why I say government isn't for us anymore. We lost our grip. Now corporations run everything. Corporations. Thank you. Thank you. To me, that's a way more important focus than the government. To me. And then there's another one. That's important too. Kanye took on that one, and we see where Kanye is now. But corporations, yeah. Because listen, okay, so I don't know if y'all are in Georgia, but I'm in Georgia. So I tell people this, and a lot of people don't care. No, and they're okay with it. No, they don't know. I don't know. But we have the Atlanta Police Department. They are all corporate owned. I don't know if y'all have any of that in your city or state, but they're all corporate owned. Yeah. Okay, so we also have the Cop City. Lots of people have been fighting for that to not come to fruition. Well, of course it is, because they want it. And it's coming to other cities and states. And it's people there that are fighting too. And it's an ugly fight. It's an ugly fight between them and the law. And guess who is funding the cop cities? Corporations and taxpayers' dollars without a lot of the taxpayers' consent. When they get these cop cities up and running, yeah, That's who, yeah, the corporations. When they get those cop cities up and running, we're done. We're done. We're done. And, I caught on to a lot of things a long time ago, but I'm still slow catching on this stuff. I'm still late catching on this stuff. And the more that I learn, the more that I can't handle it, y'all. I can't handle it because we're doing nothing and we should have been done something. I'm like, okay, if we're not going to do anything soon, but we're just going to let these things happen to us. To me, too much has happened already. So, okay, bro, I got one life. I don't know anything after this. You can tell me a story, you can read me a book. At the end of the day, you don't know, I don't know. This is all I got. And I'm not okay with their choices for me, for my life. I think what I hate the most is the race shit. The more that I think about it, the more angry I become because it's like, where did that even come from? Who started it? It's brilliant though, isn't it? I mean, you gotta create things that will always keep the people at each other. Fight the flight. Well, fight or flight is what you mean? Living the life you can make for yourself. Eh, well, okay. That's a whole nother conversation. Because, eh, hmm, there are better ways, but we need more bold teachers and leaders. Well, these things come at prices, though. They do. And trust me, the only thing I feel like I have left to pay with is my life. Because I've been punished severely and for a long time. Because they do make you pay. And it's crazy because, I mean, it's not like I'm popular, I have a large following. So it's not that I need to be shown by them that I'm someone special because I already know that. I know that. So my creator shows that to me and told that to me. Um, but clearly they understand that because they've been spanking me for a long time because they want my language to be to their approval. And I try to be careful and more appropriate to their specifications with my words because I know that they will literally deny me um any rights to speech on their platforms. I know that. Even though, they ban me the way they do and all that other kind of stuff. But my the way that they have attacked and punished me in real life and do every day is beyond what I'm pretty sure a lot of people can handle. However, I think to be honest, what the truth is, a lot of people just don't even want to go through none of that. Oh, thank you. And I think so too. And I'm not speaking just to be speaking. It's like I didn't even come here to talk about that. I just came to kind of give World a shout out and the fact that he was following up on these guys because they were crap and needed to be out of here. And I don't like the fact that Nature Boy is streaming from jail. Like he was a whole cult leader and he cost people their lives and all this kind of stuff. And now they're letting him live stream from prison. Why? So, I'll be, giving an update on that because I'm gonna be contacting them. Like, what, we got to start a petition or something? Like, anywho, but I just can't, like, this is, I can't focus on anything else. It's too much happening. It's like it's overwhelming. These guys are moving at such a rate that is they're touching every aspect of our lives. Yeah, it is. It's like all the movies and shows that we watched that were just entertainment, and they were like so cool and so fun and interesting and would spook us out, but just like, oh, that's kind of a rush, and oh, that's cool. And some people could not take it and watch it, but for some of us, it was like a little thrill. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute. They were preparing us. This is really real. And then it's like it's coming from left and right. And then some of it was so crazy that you didn't even want to believe. But then now it's like, this is our real freaking life. Like, this is really happening. And then it's like you went from, I don't want to believe that shit. These people aren't going to do us like this. And then it's like, wait, hold on. Are you freaking serious? Like, this is not even realistic. And then you got to start processing that this is happening. And then you think about when we get to the babies, I mean, it's over from there. It's over from there. And see, now, how am I going to be the rest of the day? Because I don't went into this, like, in full conversation. Not full, but you know what I'm saying. Because I mean, even, my thing is this, even if we aren't going to be bold enough to fight anything for ourselves, wasn't it in the past, wasn't the thing is we're supposed to pave the way and leave a trail for the future? Didn't people, especially men, wasn't it their pride and joy to leave a legacy and maybe an empire if they could for their children? Weren't they supposed to build something and leave a world that their children could live in? What are we? Okay, they took away a lot of the ability for parents to parent. My children are grown. I have grandchildren though. But I'm just saying, aren't we all responsible for the children? What is the fate of the future of the youth of the world? At the end of the day, do we not have a conscience? Aren't we responsible for that? Because I'm 49 years old. I can't even confidently say what I think the life expectancy is of people nowadays. So I can't even assume how long I expect to live. However, I don't know what the future looks like for the children of this world, but it scares me what it's like for them now. When I think of the things that I know are happening to them that are, when I think of the things that if we do nothing could be their future, what kind of people are we? What kind of people are we? I don't want to be amongst people like this. I don't want to walk amongst people. I don't want to look at, I can't even, bro, when I walk down the street, and I gotta go. When I kid you not, when I go outside, I like being outside. I like going for walks. I like going in nature. I like going to the waterfalls. I like going on adventures. I like doing all kind of stuff, right? Okay, people are out. You're going to run into people. Can't be avoided. Okay, that's cool. So I'm like, all right. We're going to pass each other. I'm looking at you. I'm smiling. That means I'm probably going to say hello. Hi, how are you? So when we get close enough, I'm still looking at you. I'm smiling. Hey, are you going to look at me? Okay, probably not. Okay, cool. I'm going to do it anyway. Hi. hi, how are you? They walk right on by and they say nothing. Bro, they say nothing as if I was like, am I dead? I'm so spooked out on a regular basis. I'm just like, you know what? I might I might be so freaked out. I might need to go see a shrink. I might be so spooked out that I might actually be a dead person. Cause these folks is not even looking up and speaking. Then you run into somebody that will say hi to you back, and it's like, oh, okay. But that's not common. It's not common. And I'm like, this is not even cutting it. This is not cutting it. It's not cutting it. The youth exists. People have babies, people have children, and they are actually continuing to have children. And we have a responsibility. I'm beyond tired. I'm beyond tired. To say I'm tired is an understatement. And I don't want to dump my shit. I just want to know, are we going to do anything? Because we can't do anything. Okay, that just doesn't work for me. I'm tired of what's happening. Like, this is not cool. It's not okay. This is not, whoever is doing these things to us did not create us. So how do they get a right to decide? Hold on a second, y'all. Let me check this. Okay, yeah. So they shouldn't get to decide to alter our walk in this universe this much, especially when it's so much evil. You see what I'm saying? It starts with us. You have to endure this. We will prevail. Ugh, I don't know. Were you sitting here to tell me this? Because when you say you have to endure this, I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, I want to think that you mean something positive by it, but it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm grossly misunderstood, and I don't expect people to understand me because if you were common, I guess you'd just be like everybody else. But I'm pretty sure there's got to be some similar mindsets out there. I mean, there's so many people on this planet. And I just don't think we should be afraid of anything. Because what could be worse than this? In my opinion, what's worse? These people didn't create me. I'm sorry, but I'm just not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And I think that, what's her name? Universal 1214. My question is this for the world. I mean, I get it. We had to pay, right? This was set up some kind of way. We had to pay. We were given a story, regardless of who believes what, you think it's true, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Um, you know, there was a man and woman created animals. Man is supposed to be over the animals. And then somehow homes were built. Then we had to pay for the homes. We had to pay for the water. Then we had to pay for everything. Animals roam free. They figure it out, but we got to pay to these corporations. We got all these stories that were put in a book about how this and this and that happened, but then we have these stories that were taught in school, along with stories that were put in this book. But we find out that really nothing we were ever told about anything is really true, but we still believe a lot of things, including a lot of things that we're told about science and just, I don't know, I think we still believe too much. But anywho, at the end of the day, we had to pay. I think a lot of adults, they want a roof, they want a car, they want the ability to pay. They want to be safe. They're concerned about themselves. It was a long time ago I found you don't really own your children. You don't really own, what you mean I don't really own my children? Man, y'all need to get out of here with all that. Then if you go through a divorce, you find out, oh, that's true. You really don't own your children. Because, they be like, your social security card and your birth certificate. And then you be like, man, if you don't go head on with that, because don't nobody, you just like, you doing too much. You doing too much, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, you got to file for custody of your child because you really don't own your child. And they own your child and blah, blah, blah. And well, what? Get out of here with all that crazy talk. You're just doing too much. But then you find out, oh, you really don't own your child and you really don't own yourself. Oh. Then they just like really took away the right for you to discipline your child. And then they started choosing how they wanted to discipline your child. And it really wasn't better. But then you see people online saying, we blame the parents. How you going to blame the parents when you already see that they took the rights really from the parents? Then we hear about all these evil things that are being done to the children. And we know that a lot of it is true. Then we hear all the conspiracy theories and crazy stories about the elites and underage girls and children and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and just I just some do research, some don't do research, but I think the public has gotten some truths to some of those stories. The public has even gotten some Epstein's files, which contain some strings of, man, even that's a joke. I mean, it's like they play in your faces with all of this. We know for a fact that the people who are in power shouldn't be there. They just shouldn't. Whether you like them or not, okay? I don't got no dog in this fight. You don't gotta beef with me over nothing. I was all good and fine with Trump ass until chaos broke out. I ain't voting for nobody. I'm gonna tell you that now, cause I've been not messing with this system. I thought the guy was funny until it just wasn't funny to me anymore. So now there's not a joke no one can say because nothing, it's just not funny. But as far as the politics and stuff like that, I just I just can't. Conspiracy stories. Well, it's like I don't know, cause you never know where people are. And so you don't know whether they're looking at things as, because we do have the internet, but that doesn't mean, just because we have the internet, it doesn't mean that everybody is at the same stage or on the same level or with, we can look at the same thing and think something different. That button that says follow, it could be blue to some people or whatever. And then too, people are so sensitive, and then people could be, I don't know, it's like it's so easy to offend someone or whatever. I just i just i've i've, I've experienced enough to know that just because I see things away, that don't mean it's true. That don't mean it's my reality. It's the way I see it. It doesn't mean that that's what stands for you, but that doesn't mean I'm your enemy. It does not mean that. It does not mean that I see people fall out because of um, they differ on things like politics and stuff like that. And to a degree, I understand it. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I get it. I do think that some of those conversations aren't from genuine people. I don't think they're from real humans. I think some of those conversations are orchestrated by bots to make people think and behave like that in their real lives. People say, I dumped my friend because they voted for Trump. I've divorced my wife because she voted for Trump and stuff like that. And I can see both sides of the coin. I'm a believer in allowing people to walk their path in life. It's what you still gotta walk yours. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? You can walk your path. That's what you gotta do. What are you gonna do about it? What am I gonna do about it? What choice am I gonna make? I'm not gonna lie. Right, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, for instance, I can look at your profile picture. That could be anybody. I'm not even trying to figure out anything about you. I'm just looking at how you're going with the conversation. See, now I'm trying to focus. That almost looked like the guy from dang, what's that show? Okay, I'm gonna check you out. It used to be you could click on somebody's comment. Let me do a screenshot. YouTube changed that, and I don't know why, but I don't like it. You used to could come in the comment section and click on somebody's profile, and you could click, yeah, view channel, and they changed that. Oh, wait, no, it's still there. It is there. For me, it is. And I'm clicking that, and it's not working. I see it up there. Okay, but I took a screenshot, so I'll come back and check it out. So I'll go see what your hey Dean Demansky. I need to get out of here. But it's very rare that I get people. Usually I get trolls because they sick 'em on me. Because they don't want me talking about none of this, the things that I want to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I'm just not okay with the way things are going in this world. It's like it's a derailment. We're not allowed to be who we are supposed to be. They don't listen. They don't. I don't get views either way it go. Because that's how big, how largely I'm attacked, you know. Um, but I think, I don't know. I think it's all about people, because it's like people most of the time are just robots. They're like fake, you know. They want to follow the drama. They want to escape reality. They want to see train wrecks that are bigger than what they feel like is going on. And a lot of the stuff that I talk about is not really shit that I want to talk about. You know, sometimes you just be trying to bring traction a little bit so then you can get into other things. Exactly. So you know exactly what it is. And then you be so busy dealing with the obstacles that it's hard to live your true authentic life. So I can't help but be frustrated and want to do something about things because I can't rest easy with the way things are, and I'm so tired of being manipulated and altered and messed with. I don't like it, and I don't know what the point is of it all. Only thing I can say is that it's freaking evil. It's freaking evil. And so I just if I look at books, some people follow the Bible. I have the Bhagavad Gita right here. I don't necessarily claim a religion, but I do a lot of reading and research. I have over 10,000, 12, probably 13,000 books right now, probably more than that at this point. Um, I have a very high IQ. Like, I'm very much into reading and research, etymology, and a lot of shit like that. And I have like a lot of other gifts. So I'm just and I'm a freaking mutant. That takes a different explanation. So I'm just like, I can't get on a normal, like I can't. Yeah, yeah, to each his own, for real. And it's not to, some people take offense when you say that. It's like, bro, that's all I said. You know? I didn't point yours out specifically and trash it. But if you want me to, I mean, I can give a go at it. I can tell you some, but I'm not doing that. So can we calm down? Cuz it's like, aren't you, like, what are you showing me probably why I don't, like, so it's like people, they be doing too much. Like, I'm just like, bro, my thing is, stop being like your oppressors and trying to oppress people. Let people walk their own path. People get on my nerves. And the spells they create. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They change it so much. They change it so much. Just because they can. But, I guess I can't say it because if you say you're spiritual, then you'll get this words have meaning and they cast spells. It's just kind of like if we watched movies and shows back in the day and it was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. And then now in 2025, oh, that wasn't just a show, that wasn't just a movie, that was a prediction into what we were about to experience. So it came true. So back when they were saying Hollywood, they write scripts, they cast spells. Words, that's why they say, it's even in religious texts. Watch what you say, the tongue, the words, they're powerful. So if I can change the meaning of a word and have you use that word, mm, it does. It really does. They are the biggest hypocrites and hardly even hide it anymore. This is a good question. This is a good question. You know how they say if a tree falls in a forest and nobody's around, doesn't make a sound. Um, oh my God, yes. Yes. Yep. Or why you, some documents, your name is capital letters. That's a whole nother rabbit hole there. Um, if you use a word, but you have a meaning in mind, however, that word has a different meaning, what's the power of that word? What would be the true power? I'm not saying I know, because just like you said that the tree would need an observer to have a sound. That's the first time I heard somebody answer that question. Well, read somebody answer that question. I've always seen the question, but never saw an answer. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense because if no one is around, where's the sound coming from? But if you leave a camera, I guess you can pick up the sound or some sort of recorder. So I don't know. Because people say things like, tell me what you think about this. Oh no, I gotta check out your content. You know, we might can do a podcast or something about something one day because I can see um when people say you're right, that's true. Oh, you got me good on that one. When people say it's not the results, it's the intent, oh, that's a lot of meat right there. If people when people say it's not the results, it's the intent, what do you think about that? Like, I had good intentions. It just didn't turn out that way. Does it matter the context, or does it matter though that you had good intentions? I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing thoughts out there that are off, kind of off. But at the end of the day, when it comes to etymology, I personally, I do think that it is important that we know the origin of words because we can be casting spells upon ourselves and others. I I do know that in text it says the power is in the tongue. And when you speak, um, and I think about this with a great sigh lately because I say a lot. I do not want to be here. And I know exactly what I'm saying when I say that. And I do mean it. I feel like I'm forced to be here. It's a terrible place. Now, do I get to choose how I leave? Of course not. That's unfortunate. Do I get to choose when? I could try. That may not work. But that's the only thing that concerns me. Or should I say fear? I should say fear. Because I'm concerned about a lot of things. It is getting ready to pour down real bad. It was so sunny a little while ago. So I think when we say things like, you know how people people would say, don't use the word can't and stuff like that. I just think that we should speak more towards our power instead of just repeating. It's like people repeat what others say. I noticed. Do you notice that on the internet? It's like everybody says what everybody else says. It's so weird. You see all like copycat, left and right, copycat, left and right, copycat. Weird shit everywhere. Just weird stuff. Weird. And I'm like, what's up with all the weird stuff? Even this whole, the latest big, and I don't want to bring specific incidents or names or whatever, because I got punished big time for that. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna not say the name, but you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But just for mentioning that person's name, because I know other people that got punished for talking about it too. Even though the ones that said they said other stuff. They was like kind of mocking the situation or whatever. I wasn't doing that. Well, I was kind of being, yeah, I was kind of, I didn't know who the guy was. And I think I was being sarcastic. I'll just say that because I didn't know who the guy was. And I was like, for me, it was about the fact that here y'all go, just doing the most. I mean, because people are so phony to me. It's just like, okay. But yeah, they took all income for me for 30 plus days for mentioning that person's name. But that whole situation was, and is, because it's still going on, really weird. And with the wife and Candace, I'm just like, if they never cease to have something to distract. Like it's something going on that's just like weird. Just weird. Are you talking about the wife or Candace, because I don't know which one you could be talking about. I will say, I notice how, and this is a big world, so it could just be me tripping. Um, People just be having the biggest following, the biggest supporters, and they just follow them through all their nonsense and shenanigans. And I just be like, you see no wrong in people. You don't see no wrong, nothing they do. You can love them. But at the end of the day, because I be like, ha ha ha, Trump be funny as heck. But I don't want him as my president. Like, that's funny as I'll get out. Especially when, he was running wild on Twitter early on. Even before the presidency or whatnot. I never even expected it. And then, well, that's not true because because I'm an avid reader, I knew years ago this dude wanted to run the world. I knew he wanted to do this. It was no surprise. But to see it actually happen was crazy. And I don't know, that was all funny. Him being funny. He trolls people. He makes them mad. Oh, they're so triggered and everything. And then when you get in there and all this, everything is like it is now. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm not laughing anymore. I'm not laughing anymore. Oh, wait. Bro, guess what? You're not even funny anymore. I literally don't find him funny anymore. Like, I'm not laughing at nothing. I used to crack up at this dude. And he's not funny to me anymore. When you can't laugh anymore, that's tragic. That's tragic. It should never be that deep. And your statement right there is very to know that that's a person that is our president, bro. That has to be described like that. And then somebody will try to call you the worst person in the world just for even describing him like that. You're making an observation based on your opinion from what you know from an intellectual standpoint as an adult. You're not allowed to do that. Look at the state of the world, of America. We can go point by point, action by action. Per the definition of that word, does it match up? So are you being factual in that statement or not? Yet, people would jump you in the street for making that statement. You wouldn't need bodyguards. You would need security for making that statement. This is where we're at. Just for making truthful statements. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. It's like we're not even being logical as adults. I seen a woman on TikTok yesterday, and I gotta go because my son is on his way. I seen a woman on TikTok yesterday. There's this thing plushies called the boo boos. Okay, so I'm gonna start making some plushies so I can make me some money. Hopefully they'll sell because I used to make plushies for my grandchildren. Why can't I make plushies if the boo boos can sell? Then can I make some money? Because I got bills too. I can't believe so many people putting him on a pedestal and claim. People are people. You know what? I'll save the Labubu story because I ain't got that much time. Let me say this. Based off what you just said, I like talking to you. Sir, get this logic. People claim Christianity, other things, right? Thou shalt put no other gods before me and things like that, right? I'm not going to put any person before my creator. I'm not going to put any person above them being an evil person to others, right? If it brings me mail that I like mailboxes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put any person so high on a pedestal that they can't be judged. We judge our spouses, okay? And we marry them. We judge our children, and they came out our loins one way or another, right? We judge our parents. They helped bring us into this world. So to me, it just seems like there's some insanity there. Are there spells put on these people? Because I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. A president is just like a freaking principal. At the end of the day, how how much we know how things run. We have all went to some schooling. We know that there's a power legacy. We know we got the Schoolhouse Rock on YouTube now. If you want to go back, there's like, but so many things you can do. You can be voted in, voted out. You're not the only one that's ever been there. You can breathe like us, bleed like us. You know, we're people. It's just not making any sense. It just doesn't. And this is the worst we've ever seen, in my opinion. I've never seen it this bad. And it's like, this is supposed to be the wokest time. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Because the hippie days were kind of cool, right? But it's like we're supposed to be like the ones that you can't really get nothing over on us now. We got the internet real big. So it's like, to me, this is the worst time of our existence. And you know what I regret the most? And I'm going to say this. Take a deep breath. That when everybody had an issue with that man, real bad, when he was trying to get back in office, not that I could have did anything, just me, one person, like, that's not it. But I didn't have an issue with that man. I don't know why, but it's just bothering me because I didn't see any of this stuff coming. And I think where I messed up at is that when they kept saying 2025 project, 2025 project, and Trump said, I don't have anything to do with that. And I said, well, the man said he ain't got nothing to do with that. So what are you guys on about? I didn't read it. I thought he wouldn't lie about that. That was so dumb. But I think that had to happen. Now, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for nobody. But I think that had to happen for me. I think that had to happen for me so I can see how, so it can answer a question for me. How can other people, probably not everybody, but how can somebody just be, some people just like that. And this is me, I'm a researcher. But I knew I wasn't voting anyway because I don't, this system isn't fooling me. And then I feel like we're supposed to strategically vote. That's a whole nother conversation that people aren't willing to get into. But if I thought the dude had good intentions for his people. Oh, we're not. America is America is not his people. Who are his people? I don't know, but it's not Americans in general. It's something else going on. That's what I didn't see, and a lot of people saw it. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you because it's too muddled. It's too muddled. It's not how it should be. Yeah. It's what was put in place because there has to be something um for for things to run and for some order and for things to get done. But this is not what it was supposed to be. It's not. It's all trickery and fakery and BS mixed up, and they got it just how they want it. It is. It's a corporation. Yep. And they're all washing each other's hands, and they gotten deeper and deeper into it and deeper and deeper into it, and we're just too old to be sitting up here not believing and not doing nothing. But the children, at the end of the day, it's the children, regardless of the children. We can't have no fear when it comes to the children. People are afraid of being uncomfortable. People are afraid of dying. Babe, this is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. This is not the life. Who are they? This is uncomfortable. When they told us, when they took the ability to discipline your kids away, I thought they was losing their mind. When they said you have to have health care insurance, I said, oh, they fucking playing us so that they can benefit, because I already knew. I was already, I mean, I know others were too, but I'm saying not too many people were on board with that at that time. I was already on board with the fact that that shit is a whole scheme. You know, get you sick, send you to the doctor. Doctor writes a prescription. You know, the insurance company gets paid, the pharmacy gets paid, the drug company gets paid. Drugs are overpriced. I've been in medical school. I was gonna be a pharmacist. I've been through it all. I know how that shit works. I know about the poisoning. I know about the system. I know about it all. So when they said you gotta get healthcare insurance or we're gonna fine you, boy, what? My own body? I'm not a car. What are you talking about? What we doing? Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. My hands up. Y'all don't got a problem with this? Hello, excuse me. We not gonna get cut up right now. I'm sorry. Did you? They said we. I think Obama was president then. I said, oh, it's about to get. Oh yeah. This is hmm. I could go on for the rest of my life. You understand me? And are we still gonna be able done something though? Cause that's crazy, bro. I only got one life. It's gonna go one way or the other. You know, I'm one of them. Okay, I am my ancestor. We gon' what we doing here? That's where I'm at with it. So I'm just trying to be cool because I know that they'll take you out of here, and I ain't got no problem with that. However, it would be kind of cool to accomplish something first, if possible, or to, how Tupac say, spark the flame. I'm trying to see if it's possible to spark a flame. Because I'm kind of in disbelief. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of in disbelief. It's like, are y'all serious right now, bro? You just gonna go to sleep, wake up, do this shit again, and be cool every day? I can hardly contain myself from one second to the next, and I'm dead ass serious. I put that on everything. That's how. Um, let me choose this next word carefully. Extremely frustrated I am, and offended. Like, how dare you intrude on my existence this doggone much? And this ain't about race at all. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. How can it be? I just want to make that part clear because for some reason I feel like I had to make that statement. Like, how can it be? Because who doesn't do, man, yes, I get it. People are different, but whoever first fell for that was just on some other BS. Because, like, bro, you don't not deserve, you don't deserve any less of a life here because God made you different. Do you want to see how many different animals and legions of the sea that he made? We not the only, humans ain't the only thing that God made differently. And yeah, they go to war too. They do. But we not supposed to be animals. We're humans. So it's I don't know. So, I mean, you don't see no stepfathers in the wild, and we got stepfathers that's humans, so you're not supposed to be like animals. I saw this pack of was it blue whales? It was a mama and baby orca. This was the other day. They were migrating, and they took the baby orca. It was terrible. Took it and drowned it. Bit the fins and everything until it drowned. It was like so strategic and everything, but that's how they do in the wild. Humans ain't they be manipulating us left and right, and it's all for a tactic, for a purpose, and so that they can profit for their evil ways. And they be using us against each other, and there's no winners. No winners. You look at all the famous celebrities. How did they die, bro? How did they die? Let's say of my people, of brown color, rich and famous with a great legacy and a lot of money. No. Tainted legacies, broke, and who got the money? Corporations. That's who got it, and you better believe it. These people be on that BS, man. They be manipulating us big time, for sure. Okay, so this was good. I'm gonna for sure check you out and all the things you guys suggested. And it's good, y'all. Chatting with me. God must have sent you all my way because he hears my cry and that I'm just frustrated. I'm so frustrated. He's like, calm down, my child. Let me show you. You're not the only one. Not the word being subconscious. Thank you. It's good to hear that instead of people be looking at you like you freaking crazy. Because they just want to go and indulge in stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let me go because my baby boy, my youngest, who is 20. Oh my gosh. You got to be freaking kidding me. I am so done. Today is his birthday, yo. I'm not kidding you. See, I grew up not celebrating birthdays and holidays, but that's a whole nother story. Today is this December the 27th? Oh my God, he's 21 today. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go.